Hi, Dina. Good morning. I wanted to give you a squash wall update because holy cow, it's working. It's been less than a week. The first video is from the 26th, so we're almost at a week. But look at all of this crazy growth in less than a week. So this is the first guy. He was the one that was doing really well anyway. But look at him. Isn't this bananas? He has all kinds of little tanglies. And it's working. So as he gets long, I've just been taking his things, pushing them through. Then when he gets long enough, I pull him back through. So I'm just kind of weaving in and out. And I don't know, in another week, he'll be halfway up, I imagine. Something interesting that I didn't know is that it grows from all angles. There's not one central leading vine that makes its way up. It is vining this way and that way. So this guy, I guess I'm just gonna let him go down and on the ground because I don't know how to get this guy over onto the wall. I would probably be damaging the plant. I would have to pull it so much that what's the point? I've got enough for the aesthetic fun going up. We're going to let this guy do whatever he wants. And you can see I've got flowers. One flower's actually stuck. So yeah, flower. It opens and closes. So in the mornings, earlier than right now, the flowers are open and then they close up like this, which is something that's also just interesting about squash. That's the only plant I've seen do it. The squashes and zucchini, so the squashes and squash likes. So I don't know if my pumpkins or watermelons will do the same thing, but we shall see. And you can also tell, so these are the male flowers because there's no little squashlings. You'll remember in the pic I sent you, there would be a yellow bulb right here where the actual squash is. The plant sends out the male flowers first to grab the attention of the pollinators, so that when it has its female flowers, it is way more likely to be pollinated because the bees are already hanging out. So really optimistic with this guy. Oh, let's see. We've got a spider friend. Let's see. There he is. She, he, she, who knows? Very hard to focus on. My camera does not like it. But, spider friend. And you can see something I've done on purpose is I've trimmed any of the leaves that are touching the ground because the ground is where the pests come from. So even though they're in a bucket, I've just been trying to be extra careful and get rid of anything that is touching the soil to try and keep any mold or bugs from getting on them. So seems to be working. They also, something interesting, it seems like they have different types of tendrils. They've got these super long, straight ones that I am guessing are the feelers that go out and are just what can I touch? What can I touch? And then the ones that actually do something, I think, are these curly ones, because you can see, where the curly ones seem to be the actual ones grabbing onto stuff. So that is my hypothesis. You can see here, bunch of these straight ones, and then anywhere it's actually grabbed, it's those curly ones. So that's my guess. I did not do any research, but it's kind of just fun to learn firsthand. Sometimes it's fun to not do research and to just learn on your own. So we'll keep going down the squash wall. So this is the one that was doing the least well, and props to him. He's made it all the way over. And he barely, I don't even know if I needed this bamboo. He made it over. Let's see. I think we've got another spider. Yup. So I believe this guy's called a harvestman. I believe that is the type of spider that guy is. I love to take photos of every organism, whether it's a butterfly, flower, bug, spider, bird, plant. It could be a piece of leaf or a grass. I take photos and I put it on this app called iNaturalist. and it helps you identify it. And researchers use iNaturalist. I have a friend actually who, when she got her master's, she used iNaturalist to help her find the species she was looking for. She was doing this, her work was on this one particular species of ant in Manhattan, and she relied on people posting the image of the ant to see how far the ant had spread. And she was able to determine with like a 90-something% certainty that this ant was a species of ant from Asia that had made it over here and now was rapidly colonizing New York City. So, minor little interesting thing, iNaturalist is the app. So helpful, helps me figure out what stuff is, and helps researchers, so that's cool. This guy is also doing really well. He's got his reachers, and then I assume this little curlicue is going to be the grabber. And they're doing it. So yeah, I just push them through, then pull them back through, then I push them through, and it should keep going. This guy maybe is like aesthetically the one he's doing more the better vertical. I thought all of them were gonna like perfectly go up vertically, but I guess nothing's perfect with plants. All right, we got 2 more. I mean, they're all killing it, Dina. We've been fertilizing them. We've got just like the Miracle-Gro fertilizer, and you use it every 2 weeks. And that, plus all of the crazy amounts of rain we've been getting, the squash have been loving it. Which does also mean, proud of me, it means that I put enough drainage in here. You have to have good drainage. The perlite really helps. Otherwise, they're just going to get root rot, and that plants are more likely to die of overwatering than underwatering, because underwatering's really easy to fix. You just provide more water. Overwatering is not. Once those roots are rotted, I mean, it's pretty much over. Once you get mold in there, we were shocked. It happened to our lemon tree. And, oh, look, Marty came to visit. Hi, Marty. And the lemon had... oh my gosh, it had so much mold all over its root system, but we caught it in time, switched the pots, put it outside, and it's thriving. But that doesn't always happen. Something interesting, you can see all these little mushrooms. I did not plant these or anything. This just came in the dirt, and I'm not going to bother with them because this is a great sign. It means I have a healthy soil ecosystem. So we're happy with the mushrooms. Here is our final squash, and he's killing it too. Let's see if I can pull him through. Well, guess he's not ready yet. That's what I've been doing. I pull them through, and if they don't like it, well, okay, guess you gotta grow a little longer. Squash wall doing well. And I'll take you over to my zucchinis, because they're doing really well also. So, yeah, the pro tip is if you want to grow squash, Dina, you can just do it in it's like a 5 or 10 gallon bucket. I don't remember exactly the size, but this seems to be plenty big enough to get squash, and then you don't have to build a bed or nothing. This seems to be really easy, like low effort, high reward squash growing. So I honestly, Dina, I feel pretty tickled. I feel pretty innovative. I feel smart, and I feel really glad that it's being successful. And so these are the golden zooks, and like, look, I mean, I've got really small hands, okay? But still, it's huge. There's its flower. These are the male flowers, but oh, let's see if you can see it. There are just the starts of female flowers. You can see these two with the yellow behind them. That is what will be, once this flower opens, is fertilized, this will become the golden zook. So that's the very beginning. This guy's a bit more of a mess. I mean, he's growing though. His leaves are, I mean, it's crazy. They're huge. I really got to bring out a measuring stick or something to show you properly. Like, and this stem, this is like the thickness of celery. Like, it is that thick, which is crazy. It's got flowers so far, all male. And you can see these guys don't have the clingy, viney things. It looks like they're just gonna, I guess, grow like this. Oh, and if we look, it looks like we've got a bug. Oof, hard to tell what it is. That thing. Little tiny thing. I have no idea what it is. Could be good, could be bad. Every day I go out here and I check. I look at the underside of the leaves, the top, look for any bugs, any eggs. And it's really important. I mean, I've got to check it every single day and every plant. So it's high effort. And just one bug, if it's the wrong one, can kill the whole thing. Isn't that terrifying? You could do everything right, and then one little squash borer is what it's called. It's this bug that bores into the stem, kills your whole plant. One bug kills the whole thing, and it would be all these months of effort gone. And I did nothing wrong. It's just, yeah, they're that evil, I guess. Here you can see lots of female squashlings. I think squashling's a good name for them, even though they're zucchinis. Zucchinilings isn't quite as cute as a squashling. But you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 females, so 4 squashlings coming up, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, look, I've got, is it a millipede or a caterpillar? There's a difference. Millipedes, well, that's what it appears to be to me. Millipedes, great. They're predators. So they're eating the bugs and things that are bad for my plant. But if it were a caterpillar, I would need to, I guess, kill it because it would be eating all of my leaves. So, centipede, good. Generally, the bugs are good. We like bugs. It means healthy ecosystem. It just, sometimes a side effect of a healthy ecosystem means that my plants get eaten, and that ain't no fun. So, yeah, it's going really well. Final bit of the squash wall is the tomatoes. So this is my heirloom Cherokee Purple. He says thank you for the prayers because look, he's doing well. He's grown a good bit, like probably half a foot, and he's got a tomato on him. And multiple flowers, a lot of flowers. So he looks happy. Good for him. And here's my cherry tomato, who's got flowers. Oh, and look what we got. Oh, there's a tomato. A little baby. 2 little baby tomatoes. How lovely. Yay! All right, Dina. Well, that's the squall. Less than 1 week after. I'm super impressed and happy, and I feel pretty clever. Love you, Dina. Have a good day.